Well, as you can tell, we have the new interior installed, and we installed new armrests from Bob Baker at ABC. And then I was getting ready to put the ashtray back in this seat, and this is the passenger side. I hit the seat back release, and it just fell back, which tells me Legendary did not install this correctly. And sure enough, you take the housing off, you can see the seat springs are not attached to anything. So now I'll have to get in here and figure out how it is that you reassemble this with the seat springs engaged. So I have a spare 64 Chrysler passenger side front bucket seat with the recliner. I'm going to take this one apart so that I can see how those springs attach. You can see though, there's two of them right there. I checked the 64 service manual and there was nothing in there. The side cover come off pretty easy. Two nuts, they are 7/16, and that will expose this mechanism, but we're still not there yet. So I have cut the seat away to expose things. With the seat all the way forward, these are your return springs. Two of them. This is the anchor for the return springs. This hook here, see? So in this position, there's nothing for them to do. Now, with the seat back in the full upright position. Whoa, what are you doing? Come back, Lucy. You can see that those springs have now bottomed out on a pin. Do you see the pin? There, you kind of see the pin. And if you lay the seat back further, the springs just take up more of the tension and you work from there. So in there is a 9/16 nut and a bushing. You take the bushing out and you see how the seat now is moving around. There's a better view of the seat springs. Yeah, and now you can see the anchor down in there too. Come on, whatever. So at this point, you got to move over here, because now we're going to have to take the other side of the seat off. That's just your standard cap retainer. So you remove the cap and drive out the pin that separates the seat, and this side just pulls right out of the anchor. And now you can get a good look at the things that work in there. And that's the pin that releases the jaw for the seat. And this is what you couldn't see. Those are where the jaws hit. And there's your seat springs. So the whole point of this is when you go to reassemble the seat, you have to have the seat laying down so that these guys don't end up in front of the anchor. That's what's happened to my seats, and so this is the answer. So I removed that pin over there, which freed up the seat back. I put it in laying down. That allowed the anchors, which are right here, to be on the proper side of the pin. I will button this side up and give it a test. I feel like a ta-da. There you go. I'll apply a little bit of lube, and as that works in, everything will be fine. Button her up and go home.